What is up, guys and gals? Jodas95 here to review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Voyager class Ultra Magnus. Now, Ultra Magnus, it's basically he was introduced. A character appears in Prime's Transformers Prime's TV series from back in the day, back a year ago. He first introduced appeared in season 3 of I think his premiere episode. I can't remember. I use my memories. Where better use my memories. Where RC after the Team Prime base was destroyed by Negatron and Decepticon, were safe to say the Primes had a bad day. Bumblebee, RC, Ratchet, and Bulkhead are split up. So is Wheeljack and Smokescreen. Smokescreen, he survived. He's trying to help with his Prime. He gets injuries. Well, possibly again, but not really. And later he gets upgraded, but I'll get that next review. Prime, well, RC, Bumblebee, Ratchet, and Bulkhead, and also Wheeljack, where he gets the ships arrive, he first meets Ultra Magnus, one of his members, and I guess it calls Squad Hunters. I cannot sure, I don't remember, where he gets help recruited to his nemesis to take out. So yeah, I guess Ultra Magnus turns out to be his Prime's blooder. Later in the episode where Ultra Magnus, Smokescreen, Wheeljack, and Bulkhead were, not Smokescreen, Bulkhead, were sneaking into the Shockwave's lab, filed a plan to recreate a Predacons army, so kind of monsters, and then it gets confronted by Predaking after the clone factory is destroyed. Then Predaking bites the Ultra Magnus' hand on here on his right, and I'll get into discussion later in a moment. Later throughout, so he still alive along with the crews, and later he appeared in the Predacons Rising film. So, and again, he got survived along with the others, but the Prime decide he sacrificed into his Cybertron core, and that's pretty much it. He has never seen him again in the Transformers Robots in the Sky. I think he actually appeared in Transformers Robots in the Sky, the IDW comics. In the IDW comics, he actually made an Ultra Magnus making a cameo along with RC and Bulkhead. Actually made cameos. Sorry about the throat. So that's about they talks about the Ultra Magnus and the Prime versions. There is also other version of Ultra Magnus, the figure from the RD. I'll get to that later moment. So here's our Ultra Magnus. Now, this version of Ultra Magnus from Beast Hunters line, he is a repaint and retool from the Series 1 Optimus Prime from 2012. This figure looks kind of the same mold, except the new mold. It's got a blue paint with red windshields. It has little translucents. There are no translucents, just a red and black windows. And it's got a little Autobots logo and its print. It's a little grill, just a gray plastic with the yellow lights. So it's just a little black wheels. It does get rolls. Now, one of the accessories, he comes with his Ultra Magnus hammer. Sorry about trying to get sorry about that. He comes with I think it's called the Saurus Prime's hammer. The Saurus Prime hammer. This was used and they found his weapons in season 2, and later in season 3, he was destroyed by Predaking when he break his hammer, and that was it. The hammer's gone. It's just completely destroyed. I think that weapon was actually used in the Transformer Devastation the video game. I think he actually used in the Transformer Devastation the video game. One is use a hammer for Grimlock and Optimus Prime. They again smacked it against the henchman's drums. He has a little tag holes with. His other surgery comes with the jetpack wings. You can attach them. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find it. There must be somewhere. Now, for his comes with the missile. I'm trying to take this off. It comes with two missiles thing. He has it attached to his pole here. And down here is little robot jumps. The transport hand is just like Optimus Prime on peg. On peg is collapsed. And seeing it looks identified. Only problems I have is trying to unpeg. Try to be careful, try to do like that. Try to bend, rotate his leg. There is the torture. There's the torture arms. Nice. I don't know what the heck is this supposed to be. Oh yeah, there's the torture in the arms. There's little tortures. There's alternate tortures. Let's snap it in. Things are got to get tricky. Now, you're supposed to be those attack. Sorry about the camera. Trying to snap and pieces. Trying to connect pieces. Trying to connect pieces. And there you have it. So here's Ultra Magnus in his robot mode. It looks pretty nice, generic looks, pretty looks likeness in the actor we saw on the TV show. I kind of like there's a color with red and blue. It's kind of resembling, reminds me from the Generation 1, the vintage Ultra Magnus, the vintage figure. Now, I don't have the Supreme class or later class Ultra Magnus. We saw him picture. It looks kind of cool. It's more like IDW actors. There's also a Masterpiece Ultra Magnus. It's really expensive. I kind of really want it because this figure is kind of expensive. Might as well Christmas to the future. What do you guys think? There was also I do not have because there was also I think it's called Toys R Us exclusives that I think it's called Prime Edition. I can't remember saying. I think it's called Supreme Commando Ultra Magnus. I guess he is also retooled from the Weaponizer Ultra Magnus. Or Weaponizer Optimus Prime. I don't have it because I did not buy it because it looks stupid. Because they actually got colors hammer. Now, oh, I forgot to mention. The hammer is, or Solar's Prime, its color is silver. Well, in the cartoon, it's supposed to be orange. It's supposed to be orange or gold. I guess it's bronze gold. It's supposed to be a gold, not silver. Yeah, I kind of wish to make it a customized paint. What do you guys think? I think so. This also his weapon, as I said earlier, he also has tags to his here. You plug in. That's custom missile shoulder, kind of like a G1 accurate. Speaking of G1 accurate, let's take a look at the head sculpt. As a kind of closer look at. I do like it as a head looks kind of generic, looks more like G1 accurate. I kind of like the face is silver. I like his headgears are red and black. Just a detailed paint. I kind of like this little silver horn. It's kind of a little dusty pan. Sorry about that. And he has no light piping. I kind of wish that. And like its arms, it's pretty much identical as Prime. It's got throughout the tire, so it looks actually accurate. Now, for his other hand, like I said early, I remember if you haven't seen Transform Prime episode of the Beast Hunters, well, check the clip. As I said, I mentioned before, well, Ultra Magnus, Wheeljacket, he actually caught by Predaking. He just by his hand right here on his hand, see that point, that's where Ultraman gets injured, chop his hands, he bite his head off. He later repairs by Ratchet replace a claw mechanics. So, yeah. Honestly, that's pretty much it I was talking about. Now, for weapons, he also had a hole to his... Now, unfortunately, he can't hold his... You're supposed to... go like hammers. It's like smash. I kind of wish I had a rotate wrist and articulation wrist, make a ball joint wrist so you can move it. Unfortunately, you cannot diamond it. Hand this. There's no way to put in this slot here in the bag or carry it. Now, articulation for Ultra Magnus, its head can rotate left and right, which is just like Prime. Now, unlike the first edition Prime, it can't go up and down that much. That was disappointment. His arms goes up and down. It goes in and out that much because hit by shoulder pads. It goes enjoying it. He also has bicep swivel 360 degrees. He has a bent elbow hinge. His hand wrist goes forward back. I kind of wish the hands should be a ball joint, like a rotate wrist, instead of a hands goes out and down like a swivel. And there's no waist articulation. That was kind of sucks. I kind of wish I had a waist swivel of that, like first edition Prime did. Now, if you remember, I did a review of first edition Optimus Prime. Go check out the review I did a year ago. Anyway, his leg is forwards and back, goes in and out that much. He has a thigh swivel 360 degrees, bend at the elbow. Bend at the knee. Ends angle fit side to side. Angle fit joints. So that's pretty much. So there's it. And there's no peg holes. I gotta say, it's definitely Lightning Voyager class. There's also a version named RT1, but don't worry, we'll get into the review soon later. My only problem, my biggest fear I have is the joint. His legs is about feel loose. It's about to loose. So it's about to loose. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, and Ultra Magnus is voiced by Michael Ironside, who also remember him, the voice of Darkseid from Superman animated series, and he also did a voice of Amber Price roles from DC Supervillains. More series. So yeah. Now, quick size comparison. Here's the Wheeljack. Now, he's a little bit size taller. Sorry, I'm trying to stand it. He's a little bit size than that one's. So anyway, that is my review. Overall, I would say I hope you enjoyed this one. What are guys your thought? Let us know your thought in the comment below. Be sure don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So, thanks for watching. Bye.